ready? Alright. I'm Brian Talley. I'm director of The Russian Rescuer. It's a film that I thought of doing this past summer, and during this semester I decided to do it. I don't really know what else really inspired me to do it, but I'm glad I did it. It's about a girl who gets kidnapped, as you saw at the beginning of the film, and this is where the bad guy delivers a letter. And of course, the home that the bad guy went to is the home of the Russian rescuer. And the reason why I call it the Russian rescuer is because, well, to fit the character, to fit the person who's the hero of the film, the person who's supposed to save the girl, is none other than Spudsky, the drunken Russian. And the reason why I chose Spudsky is because he's an actor that I feel is just, has so many emotions. As you can see, the emotions he's having there is he's smiling, then he's growling, he's mad, then he has no control of how he feels and how he acts. So I thought, that'd be cool to have. And so he goes through downtown, kind of spooked out by everyone. I had a friend did that. Hey, it's Spudsky. So then Spudsky runs in and out of trees. He's very confused from where he's at, but he still has that mindset he's going to save his sister, and for some reason he wants to bow down to the Rubik's Cube statue. It must be a Russian thing, I guess. He keeps running and running and running and running and running until he gets to the bad guy hideout. So, meanwhile, at the bad guy hideout, the three bad guys are talking to Spudsky's sister. I don't know why she's smiling, but it made them mad, so the main bad guy starts shouting and yelling at her, telling her to stop laughing. So then Spudsky, he comes in disguised as a distinguished gentleman. Since it was the fifth take, he already drank the whole bottle of vodka he had in his hand, and so it wasn't really that distinguished. And there he makes his heroic entry into the bad guy hideout. They're just kind of confused of what's going on, why Spudsky's acting that way. Then we have the revealing of the bad guys. The first one was Dmitry revealed. That is my Uncle Jim, who's a Vietnam vet, and since my dad didn't show up, I had to use myself. So then Spudsky starts acting nuts, and then Demetrian responds calmly. And then Spudsky says some more stuff. Demetrian laughs. And in case you didn't know, Demetrian's a UT football player. He's a right end tackle. But beside that, it is a celebrity shot I wanted, but because being a celebrity, the sports department didn't want him to get hurt, so they sent a stunt double so Spudsky can beat up the bad guy without hurting Demetrian. And then I get a phone call, and the sports department called again, the UT sports department, and said they didn't like the idea of Demetrian being portrayed as a bad guy getting beat down by a drunken Russian, so Demetrian punches Spudsky in the face, making Demetrian the good guy. And they also said that Demetrian should get the girl at the end. And so they walk off, leaving all of us behind because we're the bad guys. And so it wasn't really the way I planned out to end, but nonetheless, it's an ending, and it's my film. Thank you.